war words between the Congress and the BJP over the Odisha train accident which claimed 288 lives. After 4 BJP MPs wrote to Congress Chief Kharge over his letter on the issue to the Prime Minister. Now Congress has hit back. Senior Congress leader Chidambaram said that the letter shows that the BJP is intolerant of any criticism and that the reply is shallow on facts. Now, earlier, remember, 4 BJP MPs from Karnataka, Sadananda Gowda, Tejasvi Surya, PC Mohan, S. Muniswamy wrote to Mallikarjun Kharge, reminding him of his tenure as Railways Minister and alleged that the claims in his letter to the Prime Minister was nothing but misinformation. Now, remember, the opposition has raised questions about a CBI inquiry on the Odisha train tragedy and sabotage claims and alleged that the centre is ignoring rail safety. All right, we have Manickam Tagore, who's a Congress MP who's with us on the broadcast. Many thanks, sir, for joining us here on Mirror Now. Sir, my first question to you is, what is the Congress party's main demand when it comes to probing the Odisha train tragedy? Why is it important for the Prime Minister to respond to Mallikarjun Kharge's letter? In fact, when the union ministers have been updating regularly on the probe and the accident details.
Thank you for having me in the show. One thing is very clear that Sri Mallikarjun Kharge ji is the Congress president and is the leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha. Therefore, when the leader of opposition writes a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister, usual pattern for around 75 years is that the Prime Minister will reply to the Honorable leader of opposition. That is called democracy. Here we have a situation where from 2014, whenever any MP or the opposition leaders write a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister, not even the MOS of that railways reply back. Now we had come to another level of intolerance where MPs who are not at all connected with Orissa or any kind of in railway department, railway related works also is writing a letter criticizing the LOP, which shows this arrogance and the intolerance towards the opposition party. And Mr. Modi has started to behave like a king. He has started to, from being a prime minister, he started to become a king who will not answer to the views itself. We are in a democratic country. He is not addressing the media. He is not addressed any press conference for the past 9 years. He has not answered one question in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha in the question hour. Now he is not rating, he has not replied to any of the opposition MPs' replies on important things. Now we have come to a stage where the leader of the opposition, when he is asking pertinent questions related to the Odisha rail accident and raised very important facts which are related to the CAG report or the Chief Commercial Operating Officer's report, all are very important data points for us. In that time also, Prime Minister is not allowing, answering, or the Prime Minister's office, a minister is also there, he is not also replying, or the Railway Ministry is also not replying, or a Railway MOS, there are 2 people as MOS are there, they are also not replying. Somewhere BJP MPs has been asked to reply, which shows that the tendency of BJP towards the way they are thinking themselves to be in a country which is in a kingdom-like country. We are in a democratic country. We work on a constitutional basis, which is a parliamentary democracy, where the Prime Minister is bound to answer to the Member of Parliament and particularly to the Leader of Opposition when he rises. That is the convention, that is the practice, that is the procedure for 70 years. Why suddenly these are all being overthrown, drive, and there is no clear-cut answer from the Prime Minister itself. Congress party is asking that only to the Prime Minister in a clear-cut way.
Mr. Tagore, my first question is, of course, what is the Congress party's main demand when it comes to probing the Odisha train tragedy?
Yes. There are 2 CAG reports submitted in December 2022, which clearly says what our leader of opposition, Kharge ji, has wrote to Honorable Prime Minister. And there is a letter on 9th February 2023 of the Principal Chief Operation Manager of Southwestern Railway was regarding the alerting about the tragedy in Balasore. And that letter, which was returned by the Southwest Railway, is lying in the file. Nobody has read it. Therefore, we are asking pertinent questions regarding the report of the Southwest Railways of Chief Operating Manager's report and the CAG reports. We are asking clear-cut questions on that thing, and the government or the railway ministry is not replying, and therefore only Honorable Leader of Opposition has wrote to Honorable Prime Minister. So there is no reply into it.
Right, but why is the Congress party objecting to a CBI probe? Let the due process of law be followed.
We need to understand that there is no law in which it says that there will be, after every railway accident, there will be a CBI probe. What we are asking that on moral grounds, when we have a railway minister, because of the railway's fault, particularly now we know that there was a CAG report, there was a Principal Chief Operating Manager's report, which was warning about, which was forecasting that there will be there may be a problem in that sector, particularly in Balasore area. Therefore, the Honorable Railway Ministers failed to take action. Therefore, he should be responsible and he should resign on moral grounds. But that has not happened. Now, whitewashing is going to happen on the name of CBI. We know that what CBI will do. CBI will have inquiry, poor lineman, poor other people who are all in the group 4 employees will be punished. They will be arrested. They will be punished for all wrongdoings and others. The minister who has failed to read the report of the CAG or the chief principal operating officer will be giving media bites and others about what modernized govt they had prepared. What about that govt they were speaking? It was only marketing. There is no money from 2022 in Parliament. They told that they are going to install govt in every rail trains. What happened to that thing? Who is responsible? The railway minister is responsible. Mr. Vaishnaw is responsible. Therefore, we are asking that questions, and nobody, now the whitewash is going on. They wanted to whitewash it with the CBI inquiry.
Right, but don't you think that such a back and forth through letters and daily barbs is going to be politicizing the tragedy more? Nearly 300 people have died in the tragedy.
Yes, we mourn this loss. It's a huge loss in a 21st century's biggest railway tragedy for us. We are worried about it. We are pained about it. Therefore, only we are asking that there should be accountability. We can't just go all is fine. There needs accountability. Opposition parties, opposition leaders, are responsible people are asking for accountable answers. We are asking the people who should be responsible for it. What is the wrong in it? We are not politicizing it. We are not trying to score brownie points. We are saying very simple thing. When CAG report has come, 2 reports, CAG reports in 2022 as mentioned, are clearly warned about it. Then the Chief Operating Officer's report, Manager's report has come, particularly warning about a similar incident in February. What the Railway Minister was doing? He was just giving bhashan about govt to us, marketing. Real work, safety was just neglected. That only we are asking. Opposition parties' work is to ask questions to the government. Opposition parties can't be cheerleaders to the government in the of the day. We have to ask questions. We have to ask correct questions. We are asking correct questions. Opposition leader Shri Mallikarjun Kharge ji, who was earlier a railway minister, knows railways. Therefore, he has asked the right questions to the Honorable Prime Minister. Why Prime Minister is running away from answering? Why the Railway Minister is not being asked to put his paper down?
Right,
Why this
Mr.
kind of
Tagore,
delay?
the BJP
Why
is
they have
alleging...
wanted to whitewash
Right.
it, and why they wanted to politicize?
Right, the BJP is alleging that the Congress chief's letter claims are all fake news. So what is your response to that?
CAG report is fake news. Senior principal manager, operation manager's letter is a fake news. Then God only can help the BJP MPs. They live in fake news. They breed in fake news. The problem is there. They eat day, morning, evening, lunch, breakfast like fake news. Therefore, they think that every other report is also fake news. They should come. Come on. CAG report is there. There is a chief operational manager's report is there in February. Come read it. The officers has not sent it to the minister. Minister has not read it. The problem is that minister was doing photo shoot, doing all other publicity dramas. Vaishnaw has become a good actor for photo shoots. He has not acted as a railway minister. He was not having any time to as a railway minister itself. That's the opposition charge. That's our charge. People's life, madam, 300 people's life. They lost their loved ones. Poor people lost their families. And we are just saying that BJP think that everything is a fake news. How then 300 people's life has gone? Who is responsible for it? Somebody has warned it also. Officer has warned it that this is happening. It is going to happen in February. Who was sleeping in that report? Railway Minister. Vaishnaw is the person who was sleeping on that report. He should be held responsible. Therefore, we demand the resignation of Mr. Vaishnaw. He should resign and order a probe which is neutral. Let us not try to whitewash it. Let us come to terms that India's every life matters.
Absolutely. Manickam Tagore, on that note, we'll wrap up this discussion. Many thanks for joining us here on Mirror Now and sharing your views.
Thank you.